COVID-19 has changed a lot of our lifestyle habits, causing many to put on some, well, unwanted weight. But there are new innovations that can help sculpt those unwanted fat cells and improve your muscle tone. And here to reveal some of these new and innovative body contouring devices and treatments is our good friend, Dr. Sonia Batra. You know, Dr. Batra, weight is such a big issue these days with COVID for a lot of people. So today, you're going to demo, well, I'm really excited, by the way, a new cellulite treatment. But before we get into that, talk about some of the newest cosmetic treatments that they're using for body contouring.
The first device I'm going to talk about is the Venus Bliss, and it's a new fat melting laser, which uses heat to target the fat cells under the skin while still protecting the top layer of skin. And it's much less painful than some of the other fat busting lasers that have been on the market. It also has a really innovative handpiece with radio frequency that tightens skin afterwards. So I'm going to show you a before and after. This is after one treatment. So keep in mind that it does get better as you continue the treatments, but just so you can get an idea, again, this is completely non-invasive and really doesn't require any anesthetic and no downtime.
And Dr. Batra, are you completely destroying the fat cells and getting rid of them, or are you just shrinking the size of the fat cells?
It does actually lyse the fat cells. So you're using laser energy to break apart the fat cells under the surface. Obviously, it's not 100% reduction the way you can go in manually and remove fat cells with liposuction. But then what happens is the body's immune system goes in and flushes out those injured fat cells. And that's what causes the volume reduction and fullness.
And just to be clear, we want people to realize this is not a weight loss procedure. It's a body sculpting procedure. I think that's a very important point for people to understand.
Absolutely, because really when you talk about these devices, they're meant for stubborn pockets of fat that you can't shed with just exercise and eating reduction and healthy habits. These are for those areas where you're looking small volumes to smooth and to reduce. So it's really not a weight loss device, it's more of a sculpting device.
You also say there are procedures that can improve muscle tone. Some of us want to improve our muscle tone. Tell us about what's on the market as far as that's concerned.
This is actually the hottest and most exciting area right now in terms of body contouring in many ways, because we talk about muscle stimulation. And so non-invasively, there are multiple devices. The one I'm going to talk about, which is new to my practice and I'm very excited about, is the CoolTone. And it uses electromagnetic muscle stimulation to recruit and to contract those muscles without you in any sort of voluntary way using them. So the idea is you get 30,000 pulses of magnetic muscle stimulation over the 30-minute treatment. It recruits muscles you would never be able to get to, say you were doing sit-ups, and they're actually much more intense. And the nice thing is you can treat the abdomen, the bottom, the thighs, you know, those core areas that can really help your posture. They can help you with other sports as well. And so I have some impressive before-after photos here, which is a patient who was treated just the 4 times over 2 weeks, and you can see the before-after here.
Wow, now this is really noticeable. And this is just 2 weeks. These are the results that you're seeing.
Absolutely. And just like exercise, though, anytime you're working on those muscles, you do need to maintain. So typically, then we do have people come in for maintenance treatments about once a month, and then we tap out at about 15 treatments over the whole year.
So this basically is almost like electronic sit-ups where you know,
yes,
doing the sit-ups for you, right?
It is. In fact, when I've done this, it's an applicator and you put it on the abdomen or on the thighs and you feel your muscles contracting even though you're not doing anything. And it's a really kind of unusual sensation. And you feel these muscles that you never work kind of starting to contract, but it's painless. We don't anesthetize people. And the results, I mean, are really remarkable.